Okay, it looks like we are now live. Welcome, everybody, to my weekly Sunday live stream here on YouTube. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really excited to be doing this. Always really look forward to doing these. I do these weekly live streams every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. As long as I'm not out on tour or out on the road. If I'm home here in Nashville in my home studio, I always go live here Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I actually just got back from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Played a one-off there Friday night and then got back yesterday and was able to make this weekly live stream. So I'm really excited to be here, really happy to be here as always. I really appreciate everybody joining me in these live streams. We always have so much fun talking everything music, everything guitar. We talk a little bit about everything. I mean, you just never really know where this is going to go. So always really appreciate all the fans out there and everybody that supports my music and my art. I realize as of late, I have not been making as many videos. It's just been really difficult as of late to find the time to make the videos, just because I've been so busy out on the road and just had a bunch of stuff going on around the house here, and it's just been pretty chaotic here this past month. But I'm back on it. I'm off for the next couple weeks now, so I'm going to have a lot more time to be able to do a lot more videos. I was hoping to get some more out last week, but just couldn't do it. It's just been really difficult. I've had some new gigs start up, and I've had a lot of new material I've had to learn. I started up a weekly residency here in Nashville on every Tuesday morning, which has been really awesome. It's been really fun and just incredible. So I started that up, and I've just had a bunch of new music as well. So that's all been going really well, though. The gig is a lot of fun. It's really fun music, so I'm really enjoying myself on that. And yeah, but with all of that said, it's just been difficult to find the time to make more videos, just with everything going on. But that said, I've got a bunch more stuff planned for you guys, so stay tuned for that. These next couple weeks I have off. I'm not going out on the road on the weekends. But I am excited for some gigs I've got coming up here. I'm going to be playing in Fort Worth, Texas, and Houston, Texas. Let's see, that is November 22nd and the 23rd. And then I'm going to be playing in Cleveland, Ohio, November 29th and the 30th there. So I'm really excited about that. That'll be on Thanksgiving weekend. So I'll be able to spend some time with my folks in Columbus there before I go out to Cleveland. And just really excited to play some more gigs. It's always so fun. This past weekend in Milwaukee, it was just an absolute blast. We were playing a packed club, and there is just something about playing these packed clubs, man, when it's just shoulder to shoulder people. It's just hot and sweaty, and it's just loud, and it's just this energy in that room. It's so hard to describe, and it's so hard to capture that. But feeling that energy is just really incredible, and that's what I'll always love about performing live. It's just that instant gratification that you get from the audience, and it's just this really incredible energy. It's just really hard to explain and put it into words, but it's just a really special feeling, and that's what I just love about live performance so much. It's a lot different for me here on YouTube because I'm doing this on a live stream to people all around the world online here, so I don't get to physically see and experience that connection. But that's what I do enjoy with these live streams. I love answering people's questions. I love connecting with everybody that support my channel and watch my videos and enjoy my music. But it is just a little bit of a different connection in comparison to physically being there in person. But oh man, it was just so fun. Just such a fun weekend. So that was really cool there. But always happy to be doing these live streams here, folks. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer. And also, be sure to hit the like button on the live stream. It does help out with getting the live stream out there. Looks like we have definitely a smaller crowd here today, but it's all good. Hopefully we can get some more people to join up here in today's live stream. I realize, again, I've not been really active here on YouTube as of late just because I've had so much stuff going on. But still wanted to go live here today and, hang out with people. And hopefully we get some more engagement here. I don't know how long I'm going to go for today. It really just depends on the engagement and what kind of questions that you guys have for me. So feel free to drop any questions for the two people that we have here. That's pretty bad, man. Damn, that's pretty low turnout. But I realize I've not been as active here on YouTube as of late, so I totally get it, and I apologize for that. So for those that are seeing this later on, I do apologize for that, but I'll definitely get some more videos going here shortly. Ah, man. But once again, folks, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer any and all questions. The only questions that I try to stay away from are any kind of advanced guitar questions or music theory or just what my approach is musically, just because I save that for my students. I offer one-on-one consultations, and I'm teaching people from all over the world. So that's also something that has really been keeping me busy. And these are all fans and people that support me here on YouTube that I teach, and it's just been amazing. I teach people from all over the world. I mean, from Norway, from all over the U.S. I mean, it's just pretty incredible where all of my fans are from. It's just really, really wonderful to meet people face to face, and it's just a really fun thing, man. It's just a really great platform. It's literally as if we are sitting right next to each other. So it's just amazing. There's no freezing up and no glitching up, and it just works so well. And the platform is actually this here. What you see and what you are hearing is actually the exact setup that I use for my online lessons. So it's all shot on a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson at the very end. So you could download the video and rewatch it as many times as you'd like. So you could always retain the information that I'm giving you within these lessons. And it's really a lot of great information. And it's all about the way that I think, and it's all about what you as the individual player, what you really want to get out of it. That's what all of my lessons are about. It's all about you and what you actually want to get out of it. So that's the thing, is that's what I create, and that's what we go over, and I figure out what your challenges are, what your struggles are, and I will make them better, and I'll make you a better musician and a better player. So for some more information on this, hit me up at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com for some more information on this. And it's just been incredible what that has turned into. It's been absolutely amazing. And I absolutely love teaching. It's a newfound passion of mine for sure. I've done some teaching in the past, but nowhere near the amount that I'm doing now. So it's just so wonderful to see my students and their reaction, and when something really makes sense and it really just lights them up and it just gets them excited, and I'm able to see their passion for the instrument and for the music. And it's just really, really rewarding and just really so much fun, So that's just been really cool. And once again, folks, I realize that I have not been very active here on YouTube. It looks like our crowd is still a little small here, but I do appreciate those that have joined here today. I really do appreciate it. For those that are here, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. These live streams are really all about the engagement. It's all about what you guys make of these live streams. So any kind of questions you guys have for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer it. As I've said multiple times here at this point, I realize I've not really been very active here for the past month, but I've just had a bunch of stuff going on. I've had to learn a lot of new music. I've started up several new gigs, and it's just been really, really chaotic around here. But I don't know how long I'm going to be going here today on today's live stream. Hopefully we can get some more people to join up here, but we'll see. But that said, stay tuned, because I've got a bunch more videos coming out. So I'm going to get back on it here. It's just been really hectic and chaotic here. But that's that. And the teaching's just been going over really well. I've been really, really happy with what that has turned into. It's just been really incredible. And what's so cool is I'm actually able to do these lessons as I'm out on the road as well. As long as the hotel has, internet connection, I'm able to do these lessons. So it's just really cool. But let's see. Looks like we got somebody here in the chat box. We have 1002 Northeast. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. It's been a little bit. Good to see you. Really do appreciate you joining here and asking a question here. Let's see. Hello, Justin. Thanks for being here for us today. What is one of your biggest challenges with making music, specifically with regard to guitar playing? Ah, interesting. Biggest challenges. I would say that just in general, sometimes finding the inspiration can be difficult because creating music in general, it just happens randomly. I'll hear something in my head and it's just a totally random thing. You can't force it. It just comes to me randomly as far as writing new music and writing new material, and you can't force it. It's just hard to capture that and to always be able to find that new inspiration. And that's why, like, for me as a musician, I'm always looking for new inspiration, whether it's maybe a different kind of a guitar sound or a different instrument that I'm playing, anything that I can do. Maybe it's a particular experience that inspires me. I would say just finding and capturing that particular inspiration that brings out the best in my music. I think that is definitely a challenge. For me, I do hear stuff all of the time, and that's why I'm able to improvise. That's why I'm able to create music. But sometimes it can be difficult when life gets in the way and there's all kinds of other stuff that's happening. It can just be really chaotic doing this for a living, as a musician. And life throws its challenges and throws its wrench into things. And, it can just be difficult sometimes. And I just would say just staying inspired is definitely a big challenge for sure. But, I feel really good about my ears. I feel really good about my technique. I just feel really good in general. I feel like, I've put in a lot of time with practicing and even doing this now as a professional musician. I've been doing this now professionally for about 10 years now here in Nashville. And I have a lot of experience with doing this stuff. I've done so many gigs and I've done so much work as a professional musician. I mean, this is what I've done for my career for the past 10 years. That's all I've ever done for a living is just play music. So I have a lot of experience and I just feel really good. I feel really good now at this point and where I'm at with my music. And a lot of my students have been so happy with me with these lessons, and I've really made them much better players as well, and I'm able to offer all of this experience and all of this stuff that I've learned through the past decade that I've been doing this stuff. So I just feel really good in general, about my music, and I feel really good about where I'm at. So I appreciate the question, and good to see you as always. I really do appreciate it. It's been a little bit, and I really do appreciate the support. So thank you for that. Let's see. We've got Michael Davis in the house. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here as always. Very loyal supporter here as well. Let's see. Hey, Justin, what's new in the gear collection? Man, right now, I did just get this Boss CE1. You can see up there on top of that Marshall. It's a really nice example of one of those. It's a chorus ensemble. It's like the first chorus pedal that was ever created. And that's just a really nice example of one of those. It's really clean, really sounds great, and it just works really well. Man, that thing sounds so good. It sounds really, really good. So I just got one of those recently out on the road. And then I found a Line 6 Echo Park delay. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but I actually have it right here. It's this pedal right here. This Echo Park is what it's called. And it's a really cool delay pedal. It's a single stomp pedal here. You can see heavy as all hell, but a really solid pedal. But what's cool is that you can adjust whatever delay that you want with this particular knob here. So if you wanted like a dotted eighth delay, if you wanted a slapback, or if you wanted a reverse delay, I mean, they have all kinds of different delays you can get with this thing. And it's literally as easy as just turning a knob here, which is really cool. And I love the way that this thing sounds, man. It's really good. The modulation on the repeats sound really good. And there's also even a tap tempo on this thing. So if you just lightly press in this foot switch here, it works as a tap tempo, so you can really adjust your delays. And that's something that I try to do with these delays is I'll normally set it on like a dotted eighth note tap. So there's this setting here, tap dotted eighth. I don't know if you can see that. Try to get it to focus here. Damn it. Sorry, man. But it's right here. It says tap tempo here, tap dotted eighth. And what I just do is I just tap this tap tempo a bunch of times in a row to get it to do this slapback kind of a delay. And then I'll just space it out and tap it to the actual tempo of whatever it is that I'm playing. And then this way, the delay is a longer delay, and it's actually to the actual tempo of the song that I'm playing to. So I really like this a lot for that. It's really good, and it's just a single stomp delay, really versatile, and it just sounds incredible. I mean, you can control the amount of modulation on the repeats. I mean, it's stereo. It literally has all of the features that you would want in a delay, and it's all just a single stomp here. So it's really cool. And just really sounds great. Very easy to use, very simple. And I've talked about it many times here on this channel, folks, but I've got to tell you that the Line 6 stuff is just absolutely incredible. I mean, their pedals, their HX line, just all of that stuff works so well. I mean, it's just amazing. I cannot say enough good things about the Line 6 stuff, and I think that for the money, it is some of the best gear that you can buy, honestly. The delays sound amazing. The modulations sound amazing. They're very simple to use. Some of this digital stuff can be really overwhelming and can really be like just way too much going on and very complex to use. Where the Line 6 stuff is very simple to use and the stuff just sounds great. And for being a hired on musician where I work with so many different artists, it's really wonderful to have the Line 6 stuff on a pedal board because I'm able to just reprogram up whatever kind of sound that I want. Whether that is a dotted eighth delay, a reverse delay, or if I need some kind of crazy modulation effect or something like this, you know, you can just very easily reprogram the thing to do whatever the hell you want it to do. And the stuff just sounds amazing. I would stay away from the drives on this digital modeling stuff just because I can hear, just for me, just in my own opinion, I can hear something in the top end that just sounds digital and fake. And also because I use the guitar volume knob so much to clean up the gain, it just doesn't respond the same way as like a real analog drive pedal or a real tube amp pedal does. Or, sorry, like a real tube amp does. And that's my big complaint with the amp modeling stuff, is that it doesn't respond to the guitar volume knob the same as like a real tube amp would. And that's always been my big challenge with those things. And I just can't, I can't get into those things. You know, that's why I just normally for gigs, I'll use like a deluxe reverb or something. And it just works great. But that said, getting back to the Line 6 stuff, you know, this stuff just sounds absolutely amazing. And I cannot recommend that stuff enough. You know, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I've just bought this stuff with my own money. I just wanted to share that with you guys and just talk a little bit about it because I just think the stuff is just incredible. The HX1 is one that I use on a smaller pedal board. I have this M9 here on a pedal board. I'm just looking down here at this pedal board. It just is awesome. I've had this M9 for years, man, and it's never failed me. So really, really good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's new. That was kind of a long-winded answer there, so sorry about that. But just wanted to share that with everybody. So this Echo Park is new. And then I just got that Boss CE1 chorus ensemble. Really nice example of one. And really just sounds great. They're one of my favorite chorus pedals for sure. The original there. Let's see. We have Nick Franco in the house. How's it going, Nick? Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Love your stuff, Justin. What are some sleeper gear picks you recommend? And second question, do you approach live tone differently than studio tone? Yeah, so sleeper gear picks. Man, I mean, I would say definitely this Echo Park. That's what I was just talking about here. Actually, you know, this is a really awesome pedal. I absolutely love this thing. It just sounds great. It's very versatile, very simple to use. I think the HX1 by Line 6 is a really great box, and for the money, you cannot beat it. It has so many different sounds, and the sounds are just amazing in it. I mean, whether it's a long reverb or a delay, a particular modulation. And something that's cool with those HX1s actually is that you can route. So this is what I do for my pedal boards, is that I route it into the effects loop of the HX1 so that the drive section, you can route it either pre or post depending on what kind of effect that you want to program up. So that's what's really cool. Like for example, I love a phase 90. So what's cool is that you can dial up a phase 90 sound off of that HX1 and route it and program it in so that it's actually running pre-drive. And that's the way that I like a phase, is pre-drive rather than post. And of course, depending on what kind of effect that you're using, it's going to sound different depending on where you place it within the chain of your pedal board. So that's just like an example. It's like I love a phase 90 pre-drive. So you can go into this pedal and actually program that in so that every time you play a phase 90 sound off of this HX1, you can have it routed so it's pre-drive. And let's say that you want a tremolo or something. Well, if I program up a tremolo and I route it post-drive, which is the way that I like a tremolo rather than pre-drive, you can just go in there and program that in. So I think the HX1 is a sleeper, and I think for the money, you cannot beat it. The sounds are just amazing, and I mean, there's like 200 plus different effects or something like this, something crazy. I don't know the exact number, but the thing is just absolutely amazing. And I just used it actually on this run that I was on this past week, and I just had a one-off up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it just sounded so good, and it's so easy to use. It's just awesome. So I just brought out this little Nano Plus pedal board. I just have a RC boost, a Greer Lightspeed, a Boss GE7 for my solos for the leads, and then I have a Strymon Brigadier, and then a Line 6 HX1, which is the pedal I'm talking about. And man, it just sounds incredible. That into a Deluxe on 4, just perfect. Sounds great. So I'm really happy with that setup. So yeah, check those out. Check out the Echo Park. Check out the HX1, and some other sleeper pedals or sleeper gear in general. I don't know. Off the top of my head, those are really the two that come to mind. Maybe actually, I'll show you this one. This Arion Stereo Chorus. These are really good for a chorus effect. And what's also really cool with this is that you can actually adjust this rate knob here, and you can get it to be like a rotary. So instead of it just being a chorus and that's all you get off of it, you can actually get a really good rotary sound off of this pedal as well. So this is just this Arion SCHZ is what it's called. Try to get that to focus. There it goes. This is a really good pedal here. I really like it a lot. It's a little fragile, so that's the only thing with this. You got to be a little bit careful when you're clicking the foot switch here. But they really sound good. I really like this pedal. So that's another one I would recommend off the top of my head. But let's see. And then second question, do you approach live tone differently than studio tone? Yeah, it just depends. With the live thing, I'm always trying to cut. So I'm trying to add mid-range. I'm trying to elevate the amount of gain. I would say it's a similar approach like within the studio. Whenever I'm working in the studio, I try to elevate the amount of gain that I'm playing with so I have somewhere to go so I can rise up in dynamic. And I even do that live as well. But it's really with the studio, like maybe it could be I'm playing a different guitar or something, and maybe I want to change up the EQ where I'm trying to adjust for the single coils, or I'm trying to lose low end and try to add top end, or just re-EQ the overall guitar sound. Whereas in the live situation, I mainly just use the Boss GE7 as just a solo boost, where I'll just add on mid-range just so I can get my solos to really jump out of a mix. So that's something that I do a little bit differently with the EQ in particular, just because I'm trying to reshape the actual sound of the guitar with whatever it is that I'm hearing whenever I am in the studio. So I'll just leave it on all the time and then just readjust the actual EQ rather than clicking it on for whenever I go in for the solos. So that's something I do differently, but it's a lot of the same stuff. I mean, for me, I love a Fender, a Vox, and a Marshall, and those are the three amp tones that I just commit to. I absolutely love, like for the live thing, I love using a deluxe reverb, so that's all I bring out on the road. I just bring out a deluxe reverb reissue, and I'll just mic it up with a 57 or a 609 or something like this, and that's it. I just bring out a small little pedal board, and I have two different pedal boards that I use. I have one that is my Pedal Train Classic 1, that's like a full featured pedal board that is really versatile and just really can do a little bit of everything. And that's what I will use for the studio, just for whenever I am doing that kind of stuff, just to have this wide palette of guitar sounds. Whereas for the live thing, a lot of the time, I just bring out a little Nano Plus pedal board that just has like 5 pedals on there. I am probably going to revamp that particular pedal board just so I can add on a volume pedal to it. I just need a little bit more space on the pedal board to add a few things on there that I want to add. But really, I only use like 6 or 7 pedals realistically in the live situation. 5 to 7 pedals normally. I try to keep it very simple for the live gig stuff. Just because if something goes down, I need to be able to instantly respond to it. And for the live thing, I just don't want to get too crazy with all of these different pedals and stuff. I want to focus more in on performing to my audience and playing down my parts and just play guitar and have fun. I'm trying not to get too caught up with all the pedals and stuff, and I just don't really need a wide palette of sounds for the live thing. So I try to keep it really simple, whereas if I am in the studio, then I try to have a lot of different colors and a lot of different sounds and a lot of different options, just depending on whatever it is that I hear or whatever that the song needs for whatever it is that I'm playing. So whatever kind of style of music, I just want to be able to have the gear ready to go. So that's why I have all of these different pedals as well and stuff. Just because depending on whatever sound that I hear, whatever I'm trying to get, I want to be able to have a real analog pedal like the CE1, for example. If I want that chorus sound, or even the vibrato is really good on that thing as well, I can just throw that down and plug it up and go. Whereas the live thing, I try to keep it very simple, and I don't really bring out a lot of different pedals and a lot of different sounds and stuff. But really the live tone, I just mainly use that deluxe reverb, man. It works great. For the studio, I like to blend different things, so it could be maybe blending a Marshall and a Vox together, or a Fender. It just, again, depends on whatever it is that I'm hearing or whatever it is I'm going for. So that's really that there. But thanks for the question, Nick. I appreciate it. Let's see here. We have Redskins Nut for Life. Cool. Okay. Thanks for being here. Justin, approximately how many hours per day do you practice? I can only usually get 1 hour due to my busy schedule. Man, that's still good. I mean, any practice at all, that's good. Even if you can get an hour in, that's great. But to be honest, I don't really practice a lot. I play so much in general already with different gigs that I'm on and stuff, and just different working situations. I'm just playing already so much that when I come back home, I don't really practice. I don't really even think much about music. Honestly, I try to stay away from practicing a lot because I like to just go and grab the guitar and just whatever comes out of me, whatever it is that I'm hearing in my head, I just go and play, and it could be something completely different rather than really working up a particular solo or a particular part or something. I just try to let the inspiration just come to me, and then I just grab the guitar and then I go and play whatever it is that I'm hearing. It's how I get new ideas. I try not to just play all of the time. I try to just take a breather, take a couple day break even sometimes, and then just go and grab the instrument and start playing. And I'll oftentimes find new licks and new ideas just by not playing for a few days. So I don't really practice all that much, to be totally honest. I just play whenever. So let's see. We have a bunch more here. Here I was. We have Madi in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Let's see. What do you think about the Fractal VP4? I don't know what that is, but I'll have to check it out. It's really hard to keep up with all of the different gear. There's so much gear out there. It's just crazy. Let's see. We have Rama Lama Ding Dong. Okay. All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. They ask here, hey Justin, have you tried any of the UA amp pedals like the Lion, Ruby, or Dream? If so, how do you like them, especially compared to the real thing? Man, I mean, they're definitely not the same. I mean, as the real amp, just in my opinion. My big thing in general with all of the amp modeling stuff, and it's not to call out any particular brand or any particular pedal or particular gear, but it's just something I've noticed across the board with all amp modeling stuff is that it does not respond well to the guitar volume knob. And for me, the way that I taught myself, the way that I learned to play is I always am riding that guitar volume knob constantly. I'm constantly adjusting that thing, and I need the amp to really respond well to the guitar volume because I play with a lot of dynamic whenever I'm playing in a mix. And so like for example, let's say in a verse, I'll back off the guitar volume knob to like 7 or 8 or something like this. And then for the choruses, I ride back up again on 10. So I'm getting more punch, I'm getting more drive out of the amp, and it's just dynamically, it comes up a little bit with the guitar. And all of those little subtleties, those little things, my ears are really responding to the overall guitar sound. And I constantly adjust the guitar volume knob, and those amp modeling units, it's just kind of a very 1D kind of a guitar sound. No matter how much you back off the guitar volume knob, in my experience, it just doesn't respond in the same way that a real tube amp does. And for me, it's just so different. I mean, it's so different. And I would say it's one of those things that if you play like metal or you play something that's like a high gain kind of a guitar sound where you don't really need very much dynamic, you're just always on 10, then maybe for you the amp modeling stuff would work really well. But for me as a player, I'm constantly riding the guitar volume knob and I'm very dynamic as a player. So I have to be able to have this amp really respond to the guitar volume. It really needs to be dynamic, and for the style of music that I play and for what it is that I do as a guitar player, it has to be dynamic. And with any one of those amp modeling units, it's one, not the same as the real amp, and two, it just does not respond to the overall guitar volume knob like a real tube amp does. So for me, that's why I use tube amps. And you know like I was just out in Milwaukee, I did a one-off up there, and I was plugged up into a deluxe reverb reissue, and I mean, it sounds so good. It sounds perfect for a live gig. Like, you just cannot go wrong with those amps. I mean, you could do any gig on a deluxe reverb and you will never, have an issue with your guitar sound. I mean, it just sounds so good. I just would never even want to play one of those things, to be completely honest, just in my opinion. I just would much rather throw down a deluxe reverb or even bring my Plexi in a little 212 cabinet or something, or even a 112 if it's a 50 watt Marshall. I don't mind bringing the gear. It's totally fine. I don't view it that it's that big of an issue to have to haul a tube amp. I mean, I've been doing it for years. It's a part of it for sure. So just for me, any of the amp modeling stuff, it's just not for me. And I love the fact that I can just set this amp up, I plug it in, and I just turn it on, and I just start playing guitar. And I'm not messing around with apps and Bluetooth and pages upon pages of different stuff that you tweak with this stuff. I mean, it's like, if I need more top end, I just go over to the treble knob on the deluxe reverb and I turn it up a little bit, and I turn down the low end, right? I mean, it's all right there. It's very simple. It's very easy to use, and I have more time playing guitar. and I'm not spending more time, you know, trying to plug up a USB or Bluetooth, you know, or whatever it is. You're trying to go through all these presets and all these pages and stuff. Man, it's just not for me. It's just definitely not for me. So, let's see. I think I was right here. Rama says here, favorite reverb pedal. Man, you know, I'm not a big reverb guy. I don't really use a lot of it. If I am using a reverb, I like it simple. You know, I have this Strymon Flint that I use on this pedal board. It's just very simple. I do like it on electric, but I really love it on acoustic. I mainly use it for the tremolo sound, but the reverb is pretty good. It's not bad. It's just very simple. It's 3 knobs. It's very easy to use and very easy to get a decent reverb off of it. I like the reverb off of a deluxe reverb. That's cool. But for a pedal, man, you know, honestly, I've just been using the Line 6 HX1 for any kind of reverb that I need. A lot of the time when I'm going in for reverb, I'm looking for kind of this very big, kind of washy reverb. And, you know, I'll just program that up on a HX1, the Line 6 HX1. And I mean, it does it for me, man. It sounds great. Those reverbs and that sound amazing. So I'd probably just say the HX1, honestly. But that pedal does so much more than just reverb. I mean, it does everything. I've talked about the Line 6 stuff so much here on this channel, and you know, I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I've bought this stuff with my own money, and I just love to share it with you guys because, you know, I found that the Line 6 stuff is just absolutely incredible. It sounds amazing, and it's very simple to use. And I just really recommend it to everybody out there. So check out the HX1. It's a really good pedal. It's one of the best values for the money. I mean, I think it's one of the best buys that you could get for a pedal. So check that out. And really, I mean, it's priced just a little over what a normal pedal would be. So, but you get so much more off of it, which is cool. So check that out. But yeah, folks, you know, I should go ahead and take the time here to mention that today's live stream is truly a donation of time. So if you guys feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support the channel, there's several ways you can support this channel. Check out all the links linked down below in the description box. You know, feel free to throw a little love in the Venmo Tip Jar or the PayPal Tip Jar if you feel like you got something out of today's live stream, or even a super chat here in today's live stream. Any and all support really helps out, and it's really appreciated. I do also want to mention that I offer one-on-one online consultations. These consultations are absolutely incredible, and you're actually listening and seeing here the exact setup that I use for these consultations. It's all shot on a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these consultations or lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the very end there. So you could download the video, you could rewatch it as many times as you'd like. So for some more information on this, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. It's all linked down below in the description box. And there's several other links down there in ways that you can support this channel. So check out all that stuff. Let's see. We got Richard in the house. Hey, Richard, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. My favorite is Dunlop Turtle Picks. Yeah, that's what I use too. Those are awesome. We've got Keith in the house. Hey, Keith, how's it going? Hey, Justin, I'm back. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Keith says here, do you write, I'm assuming, your own songs, not just instrumental songs with lyrics, and do you sing? Yeah, so I do write as well. I mainly just get hired on as a guitar player, as a musician, to back up artists. But that's something that I'm definitely going to get more into. I want to release my own solo record eventually. And that's something that I've really wanted to do for a very long time. So that's something that I am working on right now for sure. I want to keep building up my fan base here on YouTube and eventually market my own music to everybody all over the world. So that's something that I am definitely wanting to do. And hopefully next year, that is something that is going to happen. So stay tuned for that. I want to release my own music and start taking even my own show out on the road potentially. I think that would be really cool. And I think even as it is right now, I could go around and sell tickets for my own show. I think that would be something that would go over really well. There's definitely certain markets that I think I could do very well in, and it's really something that I have put off for a very long time, and I definitely want to do it. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be releasing my own music for sure. Just trying to piece everything together. It takes a lot of time for sure. Let's see. Richard says here, hey Justin, I saw in your last video you said you were doing a residency in Nashville now. Yeah. Where are you playing? Would love to see you play if I'm ever in Nashville. Sure. Yeah, so I just started up a Tuesday morning residency. I'm doing 11 a.m. to 3 over at Old Red downtown there. It's just acoustic duo. But yeah, I'm doing that every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. to 3. It's just a really chill, just fun gig. It's acoustic duo, and that place is ran by the Opry, so it's really well done. It's not some sketchy bar or something like this. It's a really legit spot, and they do a really, really nice job there. So yeah, definitely let me know and hit me up for sure if you're in town. It would be cool to get together. Let's see, 1002 Northeast says here, you mentioned how inspiration comes on its own. When it does during a guitar solo, are you able to execute what you're hearing in your head without mistakes? Yes. So of course improvisation is different, right? Because I'm hearing stuff over this music that I'm playing, right? But I'm just saying as far as actually writing something unique and coming up with something, it's a different process rather than improvisation. It's a totally different thing for me, and just hearing and creating something new, and that's really something that I have a lot of respect for with a lot of musicians that are able to really create something out of nothing, right? Like a lot of studio players, that's what you have to do. You have to be able to create something from nothing. Whatever it is that you're hearing on this particular demo, this acoustic track that you're hearing, this demo of the song that you're about to play on, you now have to take just this demo that you're hearing and actually create something from nothing. So what is it that you're hearing? What does the song inspire? What does the music inspire out of you? But I'm saying as far as actually creating and writing something, a solo piece, your own, completely your own piece, it's totally different rather than coming up with parts and improvising over a particular chord progression or something like this. That's something that is very easy to do, really. But it's just actually creating something rather than creating parts and improvising and stuff like this. Like for me, that's easy to do because I get inspired by the music for whatever it is that I'm hearing. But I'm talking about actually just writing something without any kind of track, without anything happening, no demo, no anything. You just write something completely unique. And inspiration really comes on its own for something like that, for sure. Let's see. We have CZ in the house. Hi, Justin. How's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it as always. Very loyal supporter there. Okay, and Keith, yeah, Keith says own. Yeah, for sure. That's what I figured there. CZ says here, your subscriber base is growing too. Yeah, definitely. It's growing like crazy, I really appreciate everybody's support. It really means a lot to me. And that's something that I'm just really excited about for the future, and what's so cool with these subscribers and the people and all of you guys that follow me, is everybody follows me for the music. And that's what I really want this channel to be about, because there's a lot of other channels out there that, they react to stuff, or it's a very dramatic kind of a thing. And like, that's not what I'm after with this. You know, I want people to follow me because they actually support my music, and they enjoy what it is that I actually do, rather than just being some other face in the crowd that you're just reacting to something, or it's some kind of a controversial topic or something. I just want to stay away from that, and I just want this channel to be all about the music and what it is that I do. And that's what I just really love about this. To this point right now, I mean, it's just been absolutely incredible. This community is just absolutely amazing. I mean, the amount of love and the support that I have gotten from people from all over the world is just incredible. And that's really why I love doing these live streams, you know, is to just connect with everybody from all over the world, and just show my appreciation to everybody, and just really show and really give my thanks to everybody that support my music and support my art. And you know, it just really means so much to me. So that's why I really do this. And you know, this you know, these live streams, they are truly a donation of time. You know, I don't make very much of anything on this, but you know, it really means a lot to me to show my support to everybody, and it really means a lot that you guys watch my videos. So you know, that's really why I do this. So do appreciate it. CZ says here, you could sell tickets. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You know, I really feel that. You know, I go on tour and I go out with these different artists and stuff, and you know, it's amazing. I mean, I get stopped all of the time in these cities. Like, people will stop me and be like, hey man, I love this show, it's such a fun watch and stuff. Like, I mean, it's just amazing. You know, it's really incredible, and I really feel that I could sell tickets. You know, I do feel good about that. So I really would be curious too, if you guys don't mind, maybe if you guys could share where you guys are actually watching from, like what major city are you guys watching from? I really would be curious. You know, that would be good information to know for sure. So let's see. Richard says here, oh cool, is that on Broadway? Yeah, it is. Yep. Old Red there. It's Blake Shelton's bar, but it's all ran by the Opry. So it's a really, really good venue. Really, really solid. So let's see. CZ says here, oh man, I wish I would have known that before I booked my flight in December. I would have stayed for your gig. Oh, it's fine. It's all good. You know, it's all good. So next time for sure. Let's see. Keith says here, hey man, I truly wish you well and all the luck in the world. You're pursuing your passion in full force and it shows. My only advice is to keep growing out the beard. Chicks dig the beard. Cool. Hey man, that's awesome. I appreciate it. You know, yeah, I love doing this. You know, I've been doing it. I mean, this is my full-time income. I've been doing it for the past 10 years. So I love doing it. You know, it's great. I love playing. I love performing. And every time I pick up the guitar, I'm always excited to play. I'm always excited to create something. So I just always get, you know, excited to play guitar and play music. I still love it after all these years. So, and my only advice is to keep growing out the beard. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that, you know. I wanted to grow it out for the fall and winter time, but I think I may keep it going forward, to be honest. I switched it up with the goatee, which was fine, but I think I'm going to keep the beard going forward. Keith says here, Kansas City. Cool. That's awesome. CZ says here, we love you, Justin. I see your heart and dedication. Bravo to you, youngster. Thanks so much. That really means a lot to me. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really incredible, you know. And for those out there that have not joined this community, come on in and join the family. You know, this community is absolutely incredible, and this is just a prime example of what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just the amount of love that I have received here on YouTube and the support from everybody from all over the world has just been incredible. I mean, I get emails from people, I get stopped in public all the time, I get comments here, and it's just really, really wonderful and really refreshing and just really nice to feel that. So, you know, I really appreciate that, CZ, you know, and you've been a longtime supporter of this channel, and it really means a lot to me. So, you know, thank you for that. Very, very, very loyal. So that really goes a long way for me, and I really do appreciate it, for sure. Let's see here. We have MarshTube82. What's going on? Hey Justin, any suggestions on pedal chain books, etc.? Pedal chain books, man, I've never read a pedal chain book. I didn't even know those existed. But man, I mean, what I just would say with the pedal chain stuff is experiment, and create your own pedal chain. Whatever it is that you like, do that. Don't just watch a YouTube video or something, like for me, this is all stuff that I've experimented with that I found that I liked, and I feel that I get really good results with the stuff that I do. So you're more than welcome to take inspiration from that, of course. But I just would say do your own stuff, experiment, try stuff out, see what you like. And you may like something a little bit different than what I like, I just would say experiment, try stuff out. And that's really what makes everybody so different, right? Is what is it that you are hearing? Whether it comes to guitar tone, to phrasing, to writing, right? It's all about what it is that you are hearing. That's what makes everybody different. So that's just what I would say with the pedal chain and all that stuff. Try to just experiment and see what you like. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. There's no right or wrong way. You're more than welcome, as I say, to take inspiration from what I do. I feel that I get very good results with the stuff that I put out. And I think these guitar tones on YouTube, by the way, are some of the best guitar tones that are on YouTube, in my opinion, honestly. I think it is some of the best sounding stuff. And, I'm always tinkering with the mic position, even just by an inch or moving it over just a couple centimeters, like just always tinkering with it. And I just love the results that I get. I think it's some of the best on YouTube, without a doubt. But that said, experiment, try to do your own stuff and see what you like. So that's what I would say to that. There we have RYK Shade. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. New name here. Anderson, Indiana. Okay, awesome. That's cool. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. MarshTube says here, Ontario, Canada. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And 59er Wider says here, London, Ontario, Canada. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks so much for being here. That's really cool. Really means a lot to me, folks. Once again, I do want to take the time to mention that this live stream is truly a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. Check out all of the links linked down below in the description box. Feel free to throw a little love in the Venmo Tip Jar or the PayPal Tip Jar or even a super chat here on today's live stream. Now, I do want to mention here, folks, that I do offer one-on-one online lessons. These lessons are absolutely incredible, and you're actually seeing and hearing here the exact setup that I use for these online lessons. It's all shot in a 4K definition camera, pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the very end. So you can download the video and rewatch it as many times as you'd like and always go back and figure out exactly what it was that I was talking about. I give a lot of information within these lessons, so it can be overwhelming for folks during the lesson. But that's what's really cool, is that you can actually go back and rewatch the video. So for some more information on this, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Have you ever heard of a guy named Max Martin? Yeah, of course. Definitely. Very, very popular songwriter for sure. Let's see. He's one of the most prolific -- songwriter of all time. Do you have any favorite producers like him that you'd like to study? Oh, man, that's a good question. There's a lot of really, really great ones. Man, there's so many good ones. It's really, really hard to just narrow down. Man, I think it would be really cool to get into production as well someday. I think that would maybe be something that I would really like to do and try that. Off the top of my head, like Rick Rubin's always kind of interesting because, he doesn't really he doesn't play anything really like at all. But and he doesn't even know how to work like a mixer or anything. But it's just a prime example of what I'm saying. Like, you know, he hears stuff, and it's all about what it is that you're hearing, and that's what's just interesting with a lot of these producers, and I think it's really cool that with him, he just is able to hear this stuff, and that's why he's able to create the music that he has created, or at least helped in creating. So yeah, but Max Martin, of course, yeah, huge songwriter for sure. I mean, there's so many great producers, man. I could go on forever. It's crazy. So, but anyways, let's see here. CZ says here, Westport, Oregon. That's cool. Awesome. And CZ here with the super chat. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Really means a lot to me. Once again, folks, these live streams are truly a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. Whether that's a super chat here, just like CZ did here, or if you guys want to throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar, any and all support is really appreciated. Be sure to check out all the links linked down there as well in the description box. And also, hit the like button on this live stream. It really does help with getting the live stream out there. I do forget to mention that, but it really does actually help. So be sure to do that as well. But thank you so much, CZ. I really appreciate it. And Dan Huff, of course, like legendary producer, just incredible. Great guitar player. I mean, there's so many great examples. It's hard to I could go on for forever talking about it for sure. So let's see. Keith says here, NFL football is about to start. Red zone time for me, so hopping off. I hope everyone here enjoys the rest of their day. Cheers. That's awesome, Keith. Enjoy. I'm assuming you're a Chiefs fan if you're from KC. They're a good team. Very good team. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, so I'm rooting for the Bears. So, but I hear you. I definitely want to watch some football here today for sure, which is what the plan is for the rest of the day after the live stream. But thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, folks, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer. Once again, check out all of the links linked down below in the description box. There's many ways that you can support this channel, and I do apologize to everybody out there. I realize it's been a little bit since I have made a video, but stay tuned. I'm off for the next couple weeks, so I'm going to be really focusing in on getting a lot more videos. I do have some more gigs coming up this month, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be playing in Fort Worth and Houston, Texas coming up this month. That's going to be on the 21st, the 22nd and the 23rd of November. And then I'm going to be playing in Cleveland, Ohio, the 29th and the 30th, which I'm really excited about. So got some gigs coming up here, but I'm going to take these next couple weeks and really just focus in here on the channel, which I'm really excited about. So stay tuned. I have a bunch more content is where I'm going with this. I realize I've not really been all that active on the channel as of late, but I'm going to really go in on this and really make a lot of great videos. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. If I gave you a blank check and asked you to build your perfect studio, what mixing console would you use? Oh, man. That's tough. For me, I love the sound of a Neve desk. I absolutely love the Neve stuff. APIs are also cool too. I love that. They're just very fast tracking, especially for electric guitar. It's just really good for that. But I just love the sound of Neve stuff, honestly. I have here a BAE 1073 preamp that I absolutely love. It's a dual mic preamp, but that's really all I have. I just run both of the microphones into that, and then it just goes out into the interface. But honestly, I get a lot of really great results with that. But I love the Neve stuff. I absolutely love it. So I probably would go that route for sure. Let's see here. CZ says here, you too, Keith. And classic Chicago Bears, Walter Payton, all day. For sure. Totally. Legendary player, for sure. Let's see. 59er Winder. If money is no object, the Abbey Road console just went up on Reverb for 4.2 million. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, there you go. Then I'll take one of those. I'll take that. I'll take that console and put that up. That'd be sweet. Wow, 4.2 million. That's crazy. But legendary. I mean, lot of history for sure. Let's see, which Neve older / newer? Definitely older for sure. Is that BAE original racked? BAE original racked. I don't know what that means, but it's just the 1073 MP. It's just the dual mic preamp. No EQ. I wound up not going with the EQ just because I could EQ in the DAW, like in Logic or with a plugin or something like this. So I just wanted the color and the warmth of the mic preamp on the guitar sound. So that's why I went with that. But the EQ would be really nice to have, honestly, just because it's already going in, it's already EQ'd. It's just, it's solid. It's just less time spent with re-EQing the sound within the actual, DAW itself. Whereas I could just EQ and just turn knobs right here at the preamp. But they're not cheap, man. Studio gear is not cheap. It's crazy. So I wound up just going with that. So let's see. Is it an original Neve preamp that was taken? Oh, no. That was taken out of an original console. No, definitely not. No, it's just the BAE is the company. But they just make really good mic preamps. They try to make it very similar to like the original stuff. I've heard some stuff that like the newer Neve stuff, it's not the same as what it was back in the day. That's just what I hear. I don't know if that is for sure true or not. That's just what I've heard. So I wound up just going with the BAE, and they try to make it very similar to the actual original. But I just love the Neve stuff. I just think it sounds incredible. So let's see. Neve is the best, in my honest opinion. Yeah, totally. I totally agree. Yeah, especially like the original stuff, the older stuff. It was just amazing stuff. So, but I think if you're going to go with a newer mic preamp, I would really recommend the BAE stuff. They really make really, really solid stuff. So that's what I use, and I've been really happy with it. It really works well. So, but anyways, folks, I really appreciate everybody being here. If you guys do have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box there. I'd be happy to answer any and all questions. And once again, these live streams are truly a donation of time. So if you guys would like to support the channel, feel free to throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar, or even a super chat here in today's live stream. If you guys feel like you got something out of today's live stream, this is a donation of time, as I've said, and any and all support is really appreciated. So, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. I offer one-on-one online consultations. It's all shot on a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio, and the platform just works incredibly well. I mean, it is literally as if we are sitting right next to each other. There's no freezing up, no glitching up. It's all very, very high quality, very pro quality stuff. So for some more information on this, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. Now, one last thing I'll say about the online consultations that really makes these consultations amazing is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the very end. So I just wanted to take the time to mention that. Again, these live streams are truly a donation of time, and any and all support is really appreciated. And I wanted to let you guys know about those consultations. So my email is jkm4231@gmail.com. Also linked down below in the description box. Thank you. Let's see. 1002 Northeast says here, I have an original Neve 1064. Wow. I've compared it to the BAE newer stuff and the R&D stuff. They are pretty darn close. Current BAE stuff is great. That's really cool. That's amazing. You have one of those originals, man. That's incredible. Neve 1064. Wow, that's really awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've heard. I've asked some producer friends of mine that they really recommended the BAE stuff. I'm not all too hip and too familiar on all of these different preamps. I love the Neve stuff. I like the API stuff. I'm just not really that vested in that whole world of like having a bunch of recording gear like in my own home studio. I have a very simple setup, really. I'm just obviously much more into the actual guitar tones and the sounds and stuff. And obviously, I know some stuff about the mic preamps because obviously that's a huge part of it as well. And of course, the microphones and stuff like this. But yeah, that's really cool. That's good to hear. That's really cool though that you have one of those originals, man. That's awesome. It's really cool. But yeah, folks, once again, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to ask it there in the chat box. We've been going here for about an hour and 6 minutes now at this point. I can't believe it. That is just crazy. These live streams always fly by. They always really, it's just crazy how fast that they go by. So it's just always a lot of fun doing these. I absolutely love answering folks' questions and hanging out with you guys. It's just really wonderful to be able to get to know you guys better and to be able to connect with everybody from all over the world. And I just love showing my appreciation to everybody out there that supports me and supports my channel and supports my music and my art. It just really is wonderful. And I just really, really do appreciate it very much. So thank you for that. And that's really why I like to do these live streams, This is truly a donation of time, as I've mentioned, but, it really means a lot to me, everybody's support out there. And, I love getting to know everybody. And I just want to show my appreciation and give my thanks to everybody that watches the videos and loves my music. Really, really is an incredible feeling. So thank you for that. But once again, folks, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. Be happy to answer. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep going for. I've been going here again for about an hour and 7 minutes here now. So that's quite a while. A lot of talking here for sure. But this has really been a great live stream. Great engagement. Thank y'all. Really solid questions. I always love to see where these live streams go. You never really know where they're going to go. But really keeps things interesting on here for sure. But yeah, folks, I think that is about it for today. I've been going for a while here. And I really do appreciate everybody, once again, that supports my channel and supports my music and my art. It really, really means a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. But that is all for today, folks. I appreciate you guys being here once again. Stay tuned. Next Sunday, I will be going live again at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be here in Nashville. And I will be going live next Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for a bunch more videos coming out. I'm going to be releasing some videos coming up here this week. So stay tuned for that. And once again, let's see. We have a couple more questions here, actually, just before I go here. Let's see. 1002 Northeast here says, do you recommend learning chords in all inversions on the guitar? Man, that's a great question. Send me an email. I just don't want to share that here in today's live stream just because it just wouldn't be fair to my students that I teach from all over the world. And I know that you've been a very loyal supporter and you have contributed to my channel as well. So I'd be happy to answer that, but I just don't want to share it here for free on today's live stream just because it just wouldn't be fair to the people that support me and my lessons and stuff. But just send me an email. I know that you've been a huge supporter as well. So just send me an email and I'd be happy to respond to that for you for sure. Appreciate the question. Let's see. CZ says here, I would like to ask how everybody found me. I found you through Tom's channel and I'm so grateful for that. That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome that you found me through Tom's channel. Yeah. For those that aren't familiar, we did a couple of videos together. Tom Bukovac and I did a couple videos together that were really amazing videos, really incredible videos, really pretty epic for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I released those videos when I was around like 850 subscribers, something like this. And, that boosted me up to just under like 1,000 subscribers. And then, but really, I've done all of these subscribers. I've been able to reach people just by making these videos, It did help a little bit. I probably got about, maybe 150 subscribers off of those videos, something like this, but which is really wonderful, But all of this following and all these subscribers have all been through just myself, just making videos and just been, I've just been doing it for. I've been doing it for a little over a year, probably a year and some months. So, yeah, go and check out those videos if you guys haven't already. Those are really amazing videos, really epic. Let's see. 59er says here, I've been following since I saw Justin on Uncle Larry's show. That's awesome. Really cool. Thanks so much for being here. And CZ says here, same 50. That's cool. Well, once again, folks, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm forever grateful to everybody that supports me. I just wanted to mention that once again, and grateful to everybody that has helped me out. Even doing those videos with Tom, that was really wonderful to do those videos with him. I think it was really amazing, and those videos are incredible. So I'm just grateful for everybody out there that helps me and supports me. It really means a lot. So just wanted to mention that once again here, folks. But that is all for today. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. We got a couple more here. Hold on a second before I go. Let's see. Yup. Stumbled upon Tom's videos. And since then, I've been following Justin, Jed, Guthrie. Man, always. Those are all really great players there. Jed Hughes, go and check him out for sure. He's a really great player. Guthrie, really amazing player as well. Go and check those guys out. If you guys haven't, for sure. I'm sure a lot of you already have. Let's see. Joined a band, been jamming again. Been quite a change the last couple of years. That's cool, man. That's great that you're playing music and stuff. That's awesome. Let's see. Yes, you have grown. Yeah, definitely. The channel has grown like crazy over time, for sure. And appreciate everybody's support. And 59er says here, cheers, Justin. Have a great Sunday. You as well. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you all next time. Come on and join us once again. Next Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be going live once again here on YouTube. Thank you once again to everybody that has supported me. And feel free to check out all of the links down below in the description box if you guys would like to support the channel. There's several ways. If you guys want to sign up for a consultation, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much once again. We'll see you all next time. Take care.